Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Heather, and on this channel we do videos all about life, food, family, and fun. Pretty much everything that affects our lives on a regular basis and the things that we come across daily or weekly or monthly. So if that's of interest to you, please hit the subscribe button and the bell and you'll be notified every time I post a new video, which happens every Tuesday and Thursday, and it's recipes, parenting tips, marriage tips, makeup reviews, product reviews, all that kind of stuff. So today we are testing out a Supersponge, Silicone Infused Supersponge.
It's a whole family of supers!
And it's supposed to not suck. So it's supposed to be a sponge that basically works just like a beauty blender, but doesn't soak up nearly as much product as a beauty blender or a sponge would. So we're gonna give it a shot and see if it works. So if that's of interest to you, stay tuned and let's do this.
Oh, this is just too good!
Okay, I'm going to be trying out the Silicone Infused Supersponge. This is supposed to be like a beauty blender, but because it has silicone infused in it, it's not going to suck up all of your foundation or a whole bunch of your foundation. It actually says this sponge won't suck. So it comes with one sponge that when you get it wet, it's supposed to get bigger just like a beauty blender. And then it also comes with a little scrubber thing here that you use soap and you can clean it, I guess, which is kind of nice. So there's that. I have not used this at all. It's purple, it's got little sparkles in it. I hope that doesn't transfer. It doesn't have sparkles down here though, just up in here. So we're gonna get this wet, and then I am testing out the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation because it's really thin, really liquidy, and the way I'm gonna test this is on one half of my face. I'm just gonna put it on with my fingers so that it doesn't absorb anything and see how far I can get that foundation to go and how much I use. And then on the other half, I will use the sponge and see if I can get the same coverage with the same amount of foundation, or if it soaks up a whole bunch. I mean, I imagine it soaks up something, but so does my finger, so we'll see. All right, so I just have the same amount of foundation on a Laura Mercier highlighting palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this half, and then we will do the other half and see if we can make it work. I'm gonna get it wet. Okay, so got it wet. It definitely got bigger. The bottom of it's even a little bit fatter. Feels really nice. By the way, I ordered this like months ago, a couple of months ago, and it just came yesterday. They were really, really on backup. I think that's probably because Tati Westbrook reviewed this and loved it, and you know, she's got millions of subscribers, and even if 10% of those people jumped on and ordered it like I did, there was gonna be a shortage. All right, first, the fingers. On this side, I'm just gonna dot this on. I am using the fairly light neutral color for reference. Also, I just got done working out, and so my face is super red. Thanks, genetics. And actually I didn't just get done. It's been like 40 minutes and I'm still red as a tomato. That one little amount there was enough to do this whole side, and I don't think, I mean, you can still see like an age spot there poking through, freckles poking through, but it's a thin foundation. It's not a full coverage, and I wasn't expecting it to be. So, so that side looks good. So now we're gonna try the sponge and see. So I'm just gonna pick up the stuff on here and bounce it on. So I've already used everything on the palette, and it looks like I barely put anything on. So maybe I should compare this more to a beauty blender than fingers. I mean, it's definitely soaking up some. Looks nice and natural, but I have to use more already. So let's pour out a little bit more. It works, but it definitely picks up product. It sucks up product for sure. I used twice as much product on this side as this side with the fingers. So it might soak up less than a regular beauty blender, but I don't think it's that much different, honestly. It does apply your makeup nicely. You know, it applies it nicely, it goes on smooth, but this was the side with the fingers, and this is the side with the beauty blender, or the silicone sponge. And if I'm being really honest, it looks exactly the same to me. So, I'm not sure this is really worth it. I'm gonna put the rest of my makeup on and have my final thoughts. Okay, so I've got my makeup on. I'm just thinking there's just no difference between putting it on with my fingers and putting it on with this sponge, and it did use twice the amount. So I don't think it is magical in the sense that it doesn't soak up a whole lot of foundation. It probably soaks up less than a regular beauty blender, and I probably should have just tested it that way, but it still uses twice as much as using your fingers. And I know people hate using their fingers, a lot of people do, but for me, I just save a lot of foundation that way, and I use thin foundations that don't need to be really blended in super well anyway. So I would rather get twice the product out of my foundation than waste it on a sponge, unless it looked way better, and it just doesn't. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. I don't really need to, I'm not testing out the foundation all day for a review, just the application. So I would say it's nice, it works fine, but probably the Real Techniques one that's $5 that you can pick up just about anywhere is still about the same thing. I hope you found this informative. If you did, give it a thumbs up and share it with anybody who you think might be interested in knowing it. Otherwise, I hope you're having a great day. Stay inspired, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya.